What's up everybody, this is Age and we're going to go over the changes to Thief in the latest skill balance patch today. Note that the footage in the background is from before the patch. I won't talk about every skill and trait, but this will be about the changes I think that are most important to note. Now I think that this is best to do this by mode. I'll start with PvP, but first let's talk about the buff to Signet of Agility. Now this buff is insanely good. The conditions it removes went from 1 to 3 in all game modes, giving Thief some very needed condition cleanse, but also party utility as you can cleanse a lot more conditions from allies as well. Insanely great buff. I've been asking for something like this for a while now, at least the condition cleanse for Thief part. I'll probably use improvisation over executioner now on Dagger Pistol due to the change. Now, there are 4 significant nerfs to Thief in PvP. First off is Signet of Agility. The endurance gain on the active decreased from 100 to 50. Channeled Vigor, the endurance gain decreased from 25 per pulse to 20 per pulse. Hard to Catch trait, the internal cooldown went from 30 to 45 seconds. And Upper Hand trait, the internal cooldown went from 2 to 3 seconds. Now note that all of these changes I just listed are PvP only. Now what these changes do overall is reduce the dodge potential of Thief, but not by much. You just have to keep these things in mind now. You lose a dodge from Signet of Agility, which is well worth the trade-off for extra condition cleanse. So instead of 2 dodges, you get 1. And for Channeled Vigor, you have to fully channel your heal for a dodge. 75 endurance gives you a dodge and a half, while 60 endurance gives you a dodge and just a little bit over. So keep those things in mind. Hard to Catch and Upper Hand traits got hit as well in order to nerf the perma dodge double dagger condi build if you spec for the acrobatics line, but as far as I can see, it's still usable. Now for World vs. World. I think the most notable changes for World vs. World were to the following. Needle Trap getting 2 more stacks of poison, Caltrops gained 2 more seconds of bleed duration, and Tripwire got decreased recharge from 30 to 25 seconds. Now, these changes improved the World vs. World Trapper Thief build. I still think that traps should be standardized and be circular like Ranger and Dragon Hunter traps, but that's my opinion. So yeah, buffs to the Trapper Thief build could prove to be very useful. Now, for PvE, most notably raids, there's the vault change that allowed it to be affected by quickness, which could potentially increase staff DPS in raids, but not really at the same time since it's not part of the rotation. For PvP, I'll just jump back to PvP for a little second. It does improve Vault if you just happen to catch quickness from somewhere, so you get faster vaults out. Now, going back to PvE, due to the Caltrop buff, I've heard people saying Venom Share Thief might do respectable damage now for raid. I'll just wait for the benchmarks to come out and we'll see. The last skill I'll talk about is Cloak and Dagger. They added 2 more stacks of vulnerability for a total of 5, but for spending 6 initiative on a skill that isn't reliable to hit unless paired with something like Steel, it's still not worth using unless you can reliably hit with it or on a down body for a stomp. So in summary, nerfs only to PvP Thief, but they aren't too bad at all, and all the usual PvP builds are still viable. Quite honestly, I was expecting a short internal cooldown on Impact Disruption for PvP, but okay. Essentially, the buffs to World vs. World in PvE, but the best one has to be Signet of Agility across the board for the extra condition cleanse. It's by far the best change in my opinion. So what did you like or dislike for the Thief changes? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and feel free to subscribe for more Guild Wars 2 content. This has been Age, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!